Hello there, my name's Chris Thorpe and welcome to this bite-sized update on business assets disposal relief. So a bit of an update and a refresher really. BADR, as it's now known, has been around in one form or another for some time. The principles have changed very little, but it's the sort of thing that if you haven't worked with it frequently, you might not recall what it is. So welcome to this session today. We'll be just, like I say, giving a quick overview of what it is and some of the things to look out for in particular. So moving straight on. What is BADR? Business Asset Disposal Relief. Prior to 2020, it was called Entrepreneurs Relief, which I think was, not only did it flow off the tongue a lot better, but I think it was a more apt description because, as we'll go into in a moment, Business Asset Disposal Relief does not actually apply to business assets in the term that, in the sense that you would think it would be. It really does apply to the sale of a business. And so Entrepreneurs Relief did at least give you the sense that it is an entrepreneur exiting the business. Any investor is going to look for a return and a way out. And Entrepreneurs Relief gives you the way out. But it was renamed Business Asset Disposal Relief back in 2020. Prior to that, we had taper relief, and then prior to that, we had retirement relief as well. So it's all very, very similar. Some slight changes in the format, and indeed, with our new Prime Minister coming in, there might be further changes still. So it's a relief that sort of, say, in its true form, the principles have been around for a long time, but it's just been chopped and changed and renamed and little bits here and little bits there throughout. But essentially, what we're talking about through all of that is the sale of a business. It's a simple 18% CGT rate on the first £1 million worth of gains. Now, a couple of things to point out. That £1 million is a lifetime limit. So that's for your entire life. And as you can probably appreciate, it's not very much. Before March 2020, it was 10 million. So it was reduced down to 1 million. Now, if you've already made £7-8 million worth of gains that qualified for Entrepreneurs Relief back in the day, that's fine. You're not going to get any clawback. It's just you've simply used it up. So in 2020, they sort of abolished BADR, Entrepreneurs Relief, without abolishing it. It was a very clever move because £1 million, for most big investors and entrepreneurs is not a lot. So its effect has been scaled back a lot over the last few years. And indeed, very recently as well, the most recent change we've had is the rate itself. It's 18% from this April. Prior to that, it was 14%. And then prior to 2025, it was actually 10%. Indeed, it had been 10% throughout its being called Entrepreneurs Relief as well. So the 10% had been around for a while.